All right, man. Monday morning, y'all. Boy, done got cold. Not cold, but just like I like it, man. I mean, days like today, y'all. Boy, I can get a bunch of work done. It's just a lot of work you can do on a day like today. Look at the sun is beaming. It's 42 degrees. Oh my gosh, man. Loving it, actually. So, Christian's already got the other truck and gone. It's 8:15. We got about, I don't know, probably about 14 on the list. Not bad. This time of year, though, man, these jobs are easy, man, to me. Because, see, this time of year, there's very little detail. When I mean detail, I mean weed eating. There's very little, so when you get to the properties, you know, of course, it's according to what property it is. You know, for me, the weed eating is going to be very minimal. It's going to be really more blowing than anything. Blowing the leaves off the porches and stuff and getting them into the yard before I cut. Pretty easy stuff that we're going to be doing today. Let's see. And the Budweiser said he wanted to work, but you know, he ain't gonna do nothing, you know. And that's okay. It don't matter. Me and Christian got it, man. I think Zach texted me. Zach asked me if he can work some. Well, he's not asking me. Zach texted me and was seeing if I had any work, or letting me know that he was available if I needed help. But I don't really need, I don't really need no help. I didn't really have to have Bo out here either, you know. It didn't really matter, you know. So, because these yards gonna get done either way, man. Either, either way, these yards gonna get done, y'all. And it's easy, man. This time of year is just easy to me, dude. I mean, I don't know what everybody else thinks about it, but to me, it's easy. You know, I'm always talking about, you know, in the videos, you know, going through the motions, you know. That's all you have to do this time of year is just go through the motions, man. You know. Just gonna go through the motions, and that's all you really do. In the summertime, it ain't like that. But I got quite a bit of work cutting this week. You know, we're gonna do lawns all day today, and tomorrow I'm waiting on the homeowner to let me know. I scheduled Wednesday for the tree trimming job down here in my little city, Sonoya, tomorrow. But well, I scheduled it for Wednesday, but I want to move it to tomorrow. The main reason why I wanted to move it to tomorrow is, well, I want to go on and get it out of the way, and then we'll be back to the lawns on Wednesday, or we can do lawns tomorrow and then back and then do the tree trimming job on Wednesday and then back to the lawns on Thursday. You know, it's 6 and 1/2 dozen the other, really. But when I see a job lucrative like that, I want to go on and do it, you know. A couple of things that I got to do that job. It's going to pay like $1,300, but I'm going to have to take the skid steer. I'm going to have the Bobcat over there to be able to maneuver the lift around. So what I'm going to have to do when I get home is I'm going to blow me some holes in the one of the forks on the you know, the fork attachment for the skid steer, so I can put a ball on it, man. I see a lot of people do that, you know. They use the forks you know, and that'll be a good thing to use. Because any other way, if you're not hooked to the ball on the man lift, it gets dicey, you know, when you're maneuvering it, you know, going backwards and all. I've tried to hook it, you know, chains up to the skid steer, and it's just too much play. So I'll you know, I got my plasma cutter, and I'll blow a hole through that damn, one of the forks, and then I'll just bolt a damn a 2 5/8 ball on there, or whatever size it is, you know, and we'll go from there. And then I can use the safety chains on the man lift to hook to the actual arms of the pallet fork. I'm still waking up, y'all. So we're gonna work a pretty good while today, so let's make sure I have everything. Yeah, a little bit chilly this morning. Y'all know, man, your boy's happy. Your boy's happy, looking at the numbers, looking at the work potential, looking at where I've been, what I've been through this summer, and when the weather starts changing like this, I'm loving it. Loving it. That means I can get off the freaking lawnmower for a while. The Exmark mower, not the one that's down, but the other Exmark mower, I think I got some bad fuel, because the fuel in it, I mean, this thing is sounding really bad, man, and I got over a half a tank in it. So I'm going to be having to put some damn, you know, some treatment or something in it, man. Nothing but premium unleaded going in that mower for the rest of the remainder of the season. They doing a bunch of tree clearing right here across from where I live at, across from my neighborhood right here, and it looks like they're gonna widen the road right here. It's gonna be so sweet, man, because, well, back in the day, and I would do it now, but back in the day, I would be going over there to those tree fellers, you know, and I will be asking them if I could get some trees from over here. And I've had them where they're clearing out the road before, and I'll pull up there and say, hey, can I get some trees, you know, or get some, and they'd say, you know, especially if it's a small clearing, they'd say, sure, you know. I says, and I said, okay, I'll bring my dump trailer over here, and I'll pull back over there an hour later with my dump trailer, and their machines will load my trailer up with, you know, 12-foot logs, 10-foot logs, or 15-foot logs, whatever size they got them cut at. I mean, that's happened on more than one occasion. Now, I don't know how it is up north when they're doing work on the side of the road and stuff, but down here where I'm at, you'll see people, as we get into the colder part of the season, you'll see people pulling up in their damn, you know, in their pickup trucks and grabbing some logs, you know, with their chainsaws, pickup truck, especially like on the weekends and stuff. But I've had quite a few plugs with the tree fellers in this area. I had a little thing going with a Georgia Power crew that was trimming branches. He would tell me that, you know, a tree fell, and, you know, that I could go get it if I wanted it, and then that would save them from having to go send a, a crew to go get one tree. You know, they cut the limbs off of it and everything, and they just get it on the ground where it done fell up against the telephone poles or whatever. And yeah, so, but I don't do that no more, man. You know, but that's something that I don't know. I don't do it no more because, well, at the end of the day, y'all, I'm just gonna say it like this: doing firewood is by far the lowest labor intensive paying work there is that I do. You know, if I was still doing firewood like I was 6 or 7 years ago, I would do firewood every year. But as we got into, it seemed like the last, I don't know, and I got old videos, man, where, you know, from back in the day, I don't even know if I've uploaded them, and I'm talking about back in the day, like, you know, 2010, where I had just mountains of wood, split firewood at my house. I mean, just mountains of it. And that's the kind of thing I used to get into, you know, trying to pay my bills and stuff, man, you know, in the beginning of this game. It's all about the labor, you know. It's all about what labor you can do in order to buy more tools, or where you don't have to do as much labor, and so on and so on. And that's kind of what has happened with me. I do more equipment stuff than labor now, and I hire out the labor. I used to do all the labor, and I know a lot of you guys, I know a lot of you guys might not believe that. Tons of things to make money, you know, build decks, build fences, and I got video of me doing all these things, you know, or at least pictures. And I know I got video of firewood, because I used to do firewood, and I would make, just to kind of give you the numbers, the best season I had with firewood was about $8,500. That's what I sold. And down here in the South, where I live at, that ain't bad, you know, for a little for a guy like me with, you know, a little log splitter, a couple chainsaws, and a pickup truck. You know, that was before I even had the dump trailer, you know. But as I grew in my business, I would buy things that would help me with that. Like, I bought the dump trailer, okay? And I've had that dump trailer about 10 years, and it looks like it, I know. But I bought the dump trailer. And then, not soon after I bought the dump trailer, like the next year, I bought a four-wheeler. And so then I was going up in the woods on some of the big properties that I do, and I'm pulling trees out of the woods, taking them to a landing staging area, and then I would cut it into logs and throw it up on the dump trailer. All manual labor. By myself, I would do that. And then I would take it home, and I would process it, you know, get it into logs, you know, get it into firewood pieces. And I did that for years, y'all, and that's one way that I made money, just to kind of get through the winter. But, you know, I knew then that, you know, my body would be aching, man. It's so labor intensive, you know, when you look at it, you know, to make a living, your sole income. Ooh, you gotta be, you gotta be a firewood bandit. I mean, and I would sell the bags to the stores and stuff, but I wasn't making a lot of money, you know. I mean, I really wasn't. Not even close to a lot of money. Yeah. Excuse me, y'all. But I wasn't making a lot of money in the firewood game. But think about it like this. I didn't have a lot of expenses either like I got now. So a sign that you're growing or not growing is if you're still doing the same thing that you were doing, you know, and doing things the same way that you were doing 10 years ago, you know. That's how you can tell if you're growing or not. See, if I was still doing firewood like that, pulling it out of the woods with a four-wheeler and all that, that would tell me that I'm not evolving fast enough, you know. Because to me, you know, buying equipment and buying whatever tools you may need is, you know, is what you should do with your money if you're on the high labor end of doing anything. If I'm doing anything, it doesn't matter if it's lawn care, landscaping, tree work, or whatever. If I'm doing anything, or working for the man or whatever, if I'm doing anything that is high labor, then, and I'm working for myself anyway, then I'm going to use the money that I make with those high labor jobs. I'm going to use that money to buy something or buy a piece of equipment to make it where it's not so high labor. That's what I'll do. That's what I have to do, man. You know. So, and that's what I've done. You know. I mean, that's what I've done throughout the whole time I've been in business, y'all. I just keep buying equipment, man, based on the knowledge that I've learned out here, you know, on what to make to whatever I need to make more money quicker, you know. So it's all good, man. But one thing I hate about this year, man, is, well, I hate it that I'm not going to GIE, man. I wish I was going, man, and I'll probably end up going next year, because I would love to go, y'all. I really would like to go to the GIE, because I love tools, man. Love me some tools. So, if I can, yeah, I would like to go, man. I ain't gonna make it this year. I was gonna go this year, but I didn't think that they were gonna have it, and I didn't want to buy hotel accommodations and everything, and then, you know, and then them not have it because of COVID. I was gonna go last year, but the COVID was around, so I never bought my hotel tickets, and I don't like wasting money, you know. If I buy tickets to a hotel and everything, then I want to be able to use that stuff. So, you know, I'm pretty much gonna take a little hit today. We could have done today's route without the second truck, but it's gonna cost me about $30 or $40 more than it should today to run, because I got Christian in the other truck. I just kind of want to let him, you know, do what he do, and then I can kind of see how he does things, and then I can then we can, you know, that's how, you know, he can get better like that, you know. And I can kind of not critique, I hate to use that word, but I can kind of see what he's doing, and without me having, and then I can assess where he's at, you know, in the game here. So, you know, yeah, I gotta grab this money, y'all. From the lady left cash under the damn thing that she owes me. She owes me like $300, man. So I'm gonna go get these $100 bills, man. Nothing but $100 bills, y'all. Nothing but $100 bills. Gotta get your money, man. No matter how little or big it is. Got to. So, you know, that'll help me get through the week right there. But y'all see, the Budweiser didn't call me today or nothing. He called me last night, blowing the phone up last night, and then this morning, you know, nowhere to be seen, nowhere to be found, not even available. Ain't heard from him or nothing. That's how he does. You know. Like I said earlier, you know, this work that I do is going to get done, man. I've been dealing with, you know, sketchy help like that the whole time I've been in business. So, you know, and I know in the midst of all of it, y'all, right, that it's terrible, you know, going through all the things that I've been through with labor. But at the end of the day, when you finally get a guy like Christian out here, it makes it so much easier that, you know, you're ready for, you know, having guys like in the past that I've had out here, you're ready for anything, man. Nothing surprises you, you know, nothing shocks you, nothing, you know, can hurt you pretty much. I mean, because you've not been hurt every which way you could be hurt, and you still come out the other side. You know what I'm saying? You still come out the other side. You know, and it ain't a bunch of you know, fake success. When you go through the trials and tribulations that I've gone through with labor this past season, and you still come out on the other side, that shows you something. That tells you something about yourself. You know, it really does. That tells you that you, well, that you're in it to win it, and that you're going to do whatever you got to do. That's what that tells you. So, and it tells you that, you know, that you are a trooper, man. You know, that you're not going to be denied. And I've been through a lot out here in this game, and I ain't talking about just since I've been doing the videos. Since, you know, I've only been doing the videos a couple of years, man. You know, but I went through a lot before I started doing the videos. You know, there's a lot of things I've been through out here over the years, solo and or with guys, that's defined, you know, how I do things now. It's an ever-learning evolution, man. You know.
My man.
What's up, man?
What's going on, brother?
Man, we going to the next one, you know.
That's right.
Going to the next one, man. It's so pretty out, dude. I mean, man, we killing it today, dude.
Are you knocking it out?
Yeah, man. Well, you know, the yards are easy this time of year, man. To me, man. It's
man, I wish they were up here, dude. They're wet and thick as fuck up here.
See, we don't have fescue.
Right.
So
totally different, man.
Yeah, and by the mere fact that we do a lot of Bermuda yards, well, that, you know, we don't have a lot of leaves either, because Bermuda ain't gonna grow in the shade. So
that's right.
It's a win-win, man. I mean, I've done. Well, and Christian's in the other truck following me. We ain't even cranked the weeder up on 3 of them.
Yeah, man. And that's like, man, up here in the summertime it's like that, but now I'm fighting like springtime grass up here.
Yeah, we are.
Crazy.
Yeah, I mean, all the grass is just like, you know, and I'm not pressured so much either, you know, to get them done so we can get ready for the next cut, because the next cut could be 3 weeks away instead of 2, you know.
Yep.
So it's sweet out here, man. I mean, right now, down here where I'm at.
Yeah, it's beautiful weather, man.
We're in a sweet spot, what I call a sweet spot. About 6 weeks of a sweet spot. You know?
That's right. That's right.
At the where's he at? Watch him. I got the new guy following me, man.
Dude, that's why I was calling you. It was just to say I'm glad, man. I'm very happy for you, Ray.
Man, I'm waiting on the other foot to drop, dude. Is it too freaking good to be true? I'm embracing it, dude. I'm embracing it, man, you know?
I mean, just listening to him grabbed the camera the other day and talked to the camera. I was like, dude, like he's like a young version of me that just wants to bust ass and learn this shit and make good money.
That's what I was telling my wife. I said, my wife started crying. She's like, you need this so bad, you know.
You do.
I mean, you need this so bad, you know, because she could see, you know, during the summer, you know, back during the summer, I was having all these issues, man. And man, I was just beat, man. I was like, man, you know, no matter how much money I'm making or not making, dude, the pressure and the, you know, I mean.
Well, yeah, that was one of the reasons, you know, because you had just gone through like 4, 5, 6 weeks of that when I was like, dude, I'm gonna stop by that, man. And that's the day that Christian started with you.
Yeah, yeah. He's doing exceptionally well though, man. Really, in every avenue, you know. There's a lot of things that you look at when you're me that really ain't, you know. I mean, he pays attention to what he's doing, you know. I told him, you know, when he's on a mower, any of my mowers anyway, that I want your foot on that pedal, on the deck pedal.
Yeah.
Ride with your foot on the deck pedal. I told him that all the way back at day one. And he ain't took his foot off that pedal yet, dude.
Hey, man, that's the only way you can use these big mowers on every yard.
And if you're working for me or somebody else, anybody, if the boss man sees that you got your foot on that pedal, he knows that you know what's up. He does.
You understand floating the deck and
he knows that that you are paying attention to what you're doing, and so you don't hit nothing and tear the deck up or bend something or, you know.
Well, yeah, man, because if you're doing it right, after staring down for so long, you look up, the clouds are just like rolling, but they're not rolling.
Yeah, exactly, man.
There's that tunnel vision going on at the grass because you're staring at it so long and hard.
And it's easy to do. We stopped by the dealer earlier today, and he's looking at lawnmowers, you know. He wanted to get him a lawnmower. I said, don't worry, dude, all that shit'll come, man. You know, I was telling a young guy this morning, I was like, you know, it's our job to make the homeowner or the landowner see what we see.
Yeah,
you know,
exactly, man.
You know, if you can't envision it, you know, if they can't envision it, then you're not going to be able to sell it to them. And and I've told him flat out, I said, dude, the younger you are, the more people don't listen to you. I'm just telling you, I'm just being a realist, man, you know, and I don't put no cut on it for him, you know. I'm like,
you know, well, yeah, I'll let you work here, but how many weeks is this going to take you? So I'm just going to pay you by the hour.
Oh, yeah. Oh, man, dude. And I used to do that when I started out. I used to do that. I can remember charging $30 an hour to a customer. And the customer said, well, what justifies you making $30 an hour? And I can remember, plain as day, sitting there in his library, in his freaking mansion, you know. I said, well, I got 2 mowers, and I had a guy working with me, too. We all in there for $30 an hour total, you know. And I mean, I didn't have big mowers like I got now, but I had tractor mowers, and you know, and he was just schooling me. The doctor, I think it was the developer. He was just schooling me to see what I would say. You know, he was gonna pay the $30 an hour, because that wasn't nothing to him. But he said, what makes you think you're worth $30 an hour? I said, well, you know.
I think it's funny how people look at you, you know, differently. I mean, he's a worker, I'm a worker. He's a business owner, I'm a business owner. Just because you build mansions and I take care of mansions,
don't mean he's any better than you.
Yeah, it doesn't mean you're better than me.
I got customers all the time come and say, man, you charge more money than I charge. I said, okay. I mean, I don't know. I mean, you know, you make more than I make, and I'm paying you to cut my grass. I'm like, okay, good for me.
I make $80 an hour, you know, 15 grand a month, and I'm sorry you don't make that much. You're a doctor.
I mean, you know, you need to get your hustle on better, doc. You know, that's what I mean. I mean, the older I get, dude, the more when people start trying to nitpick the money, you know, because I start getting like. I might be overzealous defensive, you know, because I understand what can break and how things can go wrong, and it costs me, and then they ain't gonna give a damn if I can pay my power bill or not.
Yep.
You know what I mean? I could be on a job thinking I'm fixing to make $2 grand and something break, you know, that I'm gambled on, you know, because that's what you're doing when you do it by the job. You're gambling, and you know, you're praying and hoping, and it's a calculated risk that you're taking by doing it by the job. You know, but when it pays off,
you get that skid steer, anytime a skid steer breaks ground, Ray, you're taking a risk of hitting lines.
Oh my God, dude, you're right, man. I mean, and I weigh all those jobs where you know, digging around the roadside, or now if I'm up on a farm or something, it's a little bit different. You know, like yesterday I was digging those stumps out. I'm on a farm, man, you know, way away from, ain't hell, there ain't no road nowhere around. Yeah, I mean, the farm's been in the same family for over 100 years, you know.
Right.
So, you know, I knew that digging those stumps out wasn't gonna, man, get on out there, man.
It was good talking to you, Ray.
Yeah, good seeing you, man. Hey, I think I might have, I recorded this whole conversation, dude. Oh my God.
You can cut out some of the cuss words and words. You use those snippets if you want.
Yeah, I'll cut out where you talked about my mama and shit, man.
Yeah, how that goes.
We'll see you, buddy.
All right,
later, man.